as we come out of Labor Day with pretty much a neck-and-neck race between Trump and Kamala Harris, RFK is now a Trump surrogate, as is Tulsi Gabbard. And so we speculated that, Tulsi would have been a good VP pick because she would have allowed Trump to make certain attacks on Kamala from the left, which, of course, he and the Republican base are not necessarily willing to do. But this is a video ad that RFK tweeted out doing just that. So this, in our opinion, obviously, is a far more powerful indictment of Kamala Harris than the made-up version of her as a communist. So here is this ad that RFK put out.
Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
And I inhaled. I did inhale.
She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
There you go. Maha, bitches. That is a powerful ad. Yep. That is and I don't think it's just because, we are, a hardcore anti-American communist. I think that really plays to a certain cohort of disillusioned Americans. Is that designed for the wealthy suburban normies? No. But people like Russell interviewed the ex-cons for Trump activists. Jimmy did a segment on that with Chris Hedges. We just put that clip up this morning on our channel. You can watch that if you haven't yet. Like, that hits hard at a cohort that doesn't typically vote. Just disillusioned group of Americans who thinks, all these people are just full of shit. That makes certain points that we never hear made. Because the duopoly is all about being tough on crime, and Trump takes it to cartoonish extremes. And part of the efficacy of having RFK and Tulsi as surrogates is Trump gets to have it both ways, because RFK can put out ads like that, and Trump can tweet out shit like this. This is literally what Trump has tweeted out. No one is safe with Kamala's open border. This is an official Trump, print ad. This one,
it's like the poster for a Halloween reboot.
Yeah, exactly, like a movie poster. This one here, meet your new neighbors if Kamala wins. And of course, obviously, the Black Lives Matter riots and stuff with Tim Walz being governor of Minnesota, they're going to go here. So this allowed Trump, it keeps Trump in his lane doing what he wants, but you have these burned Democrats who get to make that argument from her left. That gives Trump a sort of added weapon, because now he doesn't have to go out and piss his base off by making that argument and getting called a softie by, Mark Levin or whoever. You can have RFK do that. You can have Tulsi do that. And that is a very effective ad. If they can get that on TV, that will make a difference, because a lot of honest to God liberals simply don't know about that. Like when you were debating those two women who were for Harris, they weren't lying. I
mean,
could tell. You could tell when someone.
I was just
No, but it ended up being a slightly tense back and forth. You could tell. I don't think they were lying. I think they genuinely did not know about that.
Yeah, that is what is really amazing when you talk to these liberals, man, because they're so ensconced in their media bubble. How would they know? Look at that interview Dana Bash just did.
Yep.
Did she ask about that? Look at all the puff pieces coming out of the corporate media. Are they talking about Kamala Harris's record as a prosecutor? They talked about it when the establishment decided that they were going to flip to Biden. That was when you saw some articles come out. That's why we have these sources to go to from corporate media slamming Kamala. Because once they got the orders, okay, it's going to be Biden, then they all went in hard on Harris, partly in all likelihood because of her "that little girl was me" moment.
Right.
So now when they decided to elevate Biden, they had to trash Harris. So that's why you have so much reporting about this from 2020. Now it's invisible. It's invisible. Black Lives Matter till they don't.
Right. Yep. Yep. No, so that is definitely a positive sign for the Trump campaign, that they have this sort of like amorphous, nonpartisan surrogate who can go out there and make those arguments, because Trump can't do it, because Trump is accountable to that right-wing base, who will call him a communist if he does it.
Well, and this is what we've been saying. The best arguments against Kamala are actually from the left.
Right.
And he can't do it, and Vance can't do it. So, yeah, it falls to RFK and to Tulsi to do it. Now, are they going to be able to get it out there in the way that it would if it were coming from the top rather than from surrogates? Who knows? The people who would really be affected by that aren't those people who are informed enough to already know about it.
Yeah, I mean
the normies hypocrisy knows no bounds.
No, it knows no bounds. Yeah. No, that is true. That is true. But you know what? I mean, I don't know what the legality of like RFK using campaign funds for Trump, but we know RFK raised a lot of money. That's how he was able to get in the ballot, on the ballot in as many states as he has.
So he's got that Shanahan money.
He's got the Shanahan money. He's got a lot of, obviously, wealthy friends. I mean, yeah, he's ostracized from the establishment as Kennedys go. He's still a Kennedy. He still has access to money. So can he transfer some of that to a super PAC that can blast that out on TV? Maybe. I mean, the guy can put some money together. So there's a possibility that those will air on TV. And I think that's a very, very powerful ad. That was a very, very well done ad.
Please clap.